All right. Hello. Kina Mullings here again, CEO and co-founder of the Mullings Group, coming to you live from Rhode Island Startup Week. Well, it's not actually live. It starts next week, but you're going to be watching this recording, so it may be live when you watch this. So if you don't know, Rhode Island is having its first ever startup week. It's epic, it's fun, it's awesome. The folks at Rye Hub, Annette, just want to give her a shout out, and Mia, they have done a phenomenal job. And so we are doing an event called Code Extreme. So Code Extreme is where Rhode Island companies submit applications. We've got 16 applications, and we picked one product, one app, and we're building it in a week. So for us, it's day 4, as you can see right over here. We started on Monday because, startup week, you don't get a full week. And so we'll be done mid startup week, 7 days, 7 business days. We're going to get this thing done. It's extreme. It's impossible. But hey, I'm a Jamaican, not a Jamaican. So we're going to get it done. And speaking of Jamaicans, I am interviewing one of my clients here. She is phenomenal. She's amazing. She's Dr. Zoe Stallings. Repeat,
Hi.
Dr. Zoe Stallings. She has Must Health, which is, you see her driving. So she's driving her Mercedes Sprinter, which is her mobile health clinic. And at some point, if you look her up, Must Health in North Carolina, and you'll see inside her van, it looks and I haven't felt it yet, but it looks just like your doctor's office, right? It has everything: bathroom, medical equipment. You can do almost everything that a regular clinic can do, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it's phenomenal. She's growing. So all you investors out there, she's also raising capital. She needs help. She deserves help. She's profitable in less than a year. She's also a graduate of IEL. Just want to plug that in there. And she is building an app, a platform through her subsidiary company, Satellite. And I'm not going to talk too much about it. I'm going to let her talk all about it. And Zoe, tell us about your platform. Tell us a bit more.
So I am driving as we speak. I have a dashboard for my camera. And when you're driving,
Hold on 1 second. Hold on, we're getting robot voice. Pause for a second. Wait.
Get robot voice?
Yeah, robot voice. It's funny. It's gonna look great. It's gonna look great when we play it like later. Social media going to blow up. She's not a bot, believe me.
Yeah, it looks like I have a good signal. Is it decent? Can you hear me now?
Yes, now you have a good signal. Make sure you're safe. All right, good. All right, start. Go ahead.
Start over again?
Yeah.
Okay, so hi, I'm Dr. Zoe. I'm with the Must Clinic, and I am currently driving. I'm using hands-free technology to make sure I'm safe. But what I do is I go to the patients in their community. I bring the clinic with me. My office is on wheels. It has a full exam table, and we use all the latest technology so that we can bring healthcare right to your door to eliminate some of the barriers, because people often say it takes too much time to go to the doctor's too far, it's too busy when I go to the doctor's office, I don't want to get COVID while I'm there. So we eliminated those barriers by going directly to the patients, and it has been a great experience. They love it, and I feel like I'm achieving the goal of eliminating some of the healthcare disparities, because the communities that I go into are largely minority, underserved. BIPOC is a new term now. The BIPOC communities where I'm headed. So at this point, we do need more support in terms of growth. I do need more staff to support me because I kind of do everything myself, including driving. And
you do have staff, right? You have one or two team members.
Yeah. I have about a team of 5. I have a team of 5, but I probably need a team of 8.
Yes.
So so we're growing and developing every day. Satellite Doc is an app that is I call it an adjunct. So it is essentially to add on to the doctor's experience. It is
bad area again.
Or eliminate some of the pressure. What about now?
Oh, yeah, better now. So start from Satellite Doc. Yeah, Satellite Doc.
So So Satellite Doc is an app that I worked with, the Mullins Group to create. Very excited because one of the number one complaints physicians and physician assistants and healthcare providers have is the amount of work they do after hours. That is leading to burnout. That's leading to frustration, job satisfaction. And with so many people leaving healthcare, we try to figure out what could we do to improve the life of the people who remain so that they can do what they do with the passion that they normally have and meet their needs of the patient. So Satellite Doc is a way of educating and communicating with the patients in such a way that your primary care doctor and your endocrinologist and all the specialists don't have to take that work home. So your doctor will enroll you as a patient into the Satellite Doc app, where if you have a question, you can go into the app and ask it of an experienced and certified clinician who's there. So a doctor would answer your question if you have a question about, can I take my blood pressure medication if I'm going to go have surgery tomorrow? Well, that's a good question to ask. We want to know that. So if your doctor's office is closed, you can go into the app and ask that question. Or if you don't want to wait on hold for 60 minutes, you can also go on the app and ask that question. Right. It is a great tool for education, and it's also a great tool to encourage people to get their screenings because they can learn within the app. So it's a great way to improve communication between patients and the health system at large. So I'm excited because I know that I would use it as a doctor to help to answer my patients' questions. So I feel like if I will use it, other people will use it too.
Yeah, awesome. So this is like WebMD meets Clubhouse.
Yes, so like Clubhouse meets WebMD and and your healthcare portal, because the difference is that it's live like Clubhouse is, but the health information is directed to you from a person who knows about you as well. They can see some of your information, so it's not like a WebMD, they don't know anything about you, you're just getting advice in a bubble. Here, you're getting somebody giving you advice and understanding a little bit more about you as you ask these questions.
Right. So the rooms that are created by Satellite Doc, so different organizations will have their own rooms, and someone will be there scheduled just like Clubhouse, and you can go join your organization room or some vendor that you have as a guest on the platform. You go to their rooms and you can hear the latest stuff, have a conversation with other folks in an anonymous, HIPAA safe, HIPAA compliant sort of way. And you can talk to your primary care also directly from the platform as well.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Our goal is communication all the way, because the number one thing, people turn to Google and they search these terms, but what they're looking for may not apply to them because we are all unique individuals. So it's important to know that it's individualized.
Yes. All right, Zoe. So, I see you have your white cape behind you. You're super, you're amazing.
Yes.
Why pick us? Why pick TMG?
Thank you. Well, you know what? Through networking, during the pandemic, I had so many things that I wanted to do, but didn't know how to do it. And then I took a class. I took Bootstrap for boot camp for beginners. And I remember thinking that I was in the class. I knew nothing about, to be honest, I knew nothing about technology or app development. I can barely use an Excel spreadsheet. I still struggle with using Excel or even making a PowerPoint. I won't lie. Yeah. And I was in the class with a wonderful group. My cohort was amazing. And I'm listening to Kino, and Kino is talking about just how do you start with the why? What's your problem that you're trying to solve? What's the answer you're trying to get to? Who's your customer? And as I started doing the process, I just love the hands-on instruction. I love the fact that if I had an idea to go from A to B, it wasn't just going from A to B. Are you stopping at here? Do you want to take it further? Why stop at B? It was like the expansion of ideas was so important. The support was so important. And when you're starting something, you sometimes can get overwhelmed. And from the very first meeting, it seemed like we had a roadmap of what we're going to do and how we do it. And that made me feel secure. So I think that it was just the ultimate support. I don't think, and when I talk to people now who are interested in getting an app made, or they don't even know if they want to do an app, they're just telling me their idea. And I'll say, you know what, that could be a great app. And I think apps are going to be the way of the future. So I think that working with the Mullins Group, I felt so supportive, so encouraged. And then I felt like I've been launched like a baby bird. Like, okay, you can fly now. I think you have a great idea, but let's take it up a notch. Right. Let's step off and take this risk, but with research behind it. So I don't think I don't think I could have gotten the same experience if I outsourced it on a platform like, Fiverr or something over the internet, because they don't know you, they don't know what you're trying to do.
Right, right.
So that's the difference. Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah, you loved it so much. You referred someone. So another
Yes.
doctor, Dr. Catrice Brooks, we're building her app, Habitly.
Yes.
Hey, y'all
Absolutely.
investors, Habitly needs funding as well. It's amazing app to
Yes.
promote habit, habit forming lifestyle activities, positive habits. Analytics are around it, connecting it with your doctor and so forth. And you also, recommended another person who we're building an app for. So,
Yes.
you're pretty much a part-time salesperson. So I'm guessing if we haven't done a great job for you, you
Right.
wouldn't have recommended us. You have not recommended us. And I remember, as we were going through the design phase with the design team, and I think we started day one, and within a week, we showed you designs. You're like, wait, you're here already?
Already, yeah.
That was priceless,
Yeah.
And then after we said, oh, here's within 2 weeks, we started showing you the live application. You're like, wait,
Right.
that's fast, So
Right.
what were you
Big
expecting?
turnaround.
Yeah, what were you
Absolutely.
expecting, really? What were you expecting? The reason why we felt so fast?
I think that I was going to get like some sketches and some, because I'm not from the world of technology. So I just didn't know
Right.
it would move that quickly to see a framework and to see things and how, begin to start to walk through what the app would look like.
Right.
And then because my idea of like, what is coding and how do you even code a page?
Right.
It sounds like this massive project, but I think
Right.
that it also speaks to the communication of the team, because I could see on Slack and I could see on, when I go to my board, I can see the conversations, and it makes me feel like it's a coordinated effort. So I could tell that
Right.
the team works really well together. So I think
Right.
that makes a big difference.
Awesome. Awesome. So you need money, right? Satellite
I
needs
need money.
You're raising capital. You're doing stuff. You're actually generating revenue. You're ready to set up your next van. You're turning
Yes.
sideways. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you're getting ready to start your next van. You're about to launch this app, but you still need raise capital. How can folks reach you? Investors that are watching this during startup week. Yes, she isn't a Rhode Island company, but hey, I'm a Rhode Island company, and by extension, she would move here. If you gave her, well, how much?
Yes.
If you gave her the 500K that she's raising right now, you better believe she would become a Rhode Island company. So hey, here's a thought. Instead of us giving millions and millions of dollars to just the big companies to come to Rhode Island, hey, small companies will come here as well.
Small companies will come.
Small companies will
Yes.
come. So, so all the investors out there, there are lots of amazing startups across the country. Rhode Island, there's lots of amazing startups that would move to our amazing state if they had the support. Certainly they have TMG to build the software, but they're raising capital just like anyone else. And look, she's already hired a team of 5. So she already hired 4, and she's barely in business a year. Every van, as we'll add more vans when Satellite Doc. You're going to be hiring people for Satellite Doc as well, right? The clinicians that are on the platform. Awesome. Well, I won't talk to you much longer. I know you're going to see a patient and you're driving.
Yes, I am.
But, Zoe Stallings, thank you for being extreme. You're totally extreme, and you're rocking it. And we'll talk again soon.
And you can find me on all social media at Must Clinic, and also Dr. Zoe, DRZOE at mustclinic.health.
Exactly. Dr. Zoe, not Dr. Zoe. It's Dr. Zoe. All right. Catch you later.
All right. Thanks for having me.